Hi guys, it's Jen here from Just Jen Cosplay, and today I am talking about my skirt for my Skyrim armour. So first and foremost, there was a little bit of me that worried that because of the way the skirt is sort of dangly bits, I don't really know how to describe it, that I might end up showing everybody things that they perhaps didn't want to see. Well, certainly I didn't want them to see. So I have invested in some nude coloured dance leggings. So I've gone with stirrups so that will keep them down, and obviously they're elasticated at the top, so that will keep them up. So I am hoping that that will at least protect my modesty. So yeah, let's get straight into making it. So here is the belt, literally 2 bits of EVA foam stuck together. I've gone with 5mm, and then I've put some Velcro on either side, and then literally just go around me and Velcro up. Ta-da! I just very briefly wanted to show how this worked. So this is the piece of foam. It literally, as I said, just goes up with the Velcro there. So the basic aim is that everything that I wouldn't want people to see is covered, and then the detailing will go over the top of it. So it just will protect my modesty a little bit. What I have then done is cut out these symmetrical bits, which is basically the shape of the belt itself. So this is just like to go underneath it and attach it to me. So I've done one for each side, and I'll stick them flat on. I've drawn around where they're going to be, so that's, I know exactly where to put my contact cement, so I'll just do that now and glue those into place. Then I'll heat it all in and bend it round me. And then I've cut out these strips, so as you can see there's 1 in the middle, 2, and then 3 on the outside. These will be bent slightly so that they form this sort of shape. So I'll show you how I'm going to do that next, because they're going to come off the bottom, creating the skirt effect. Now that I've cut all of the sort of skirt bits out, I'm going to use my soldering iron, and I'm going to just do on the little detail bits. So I'll do that now. I've also just detailed these bits so you can see them all now. I've done them all of them are done, ready to curl up. Which I've started trying to do here. So my first instance was just to heat it and bend it, and then I've started gluing in these little things just to keep it rounded. I need to just see how that goes, because as you can see it's a little bit like pinched in at each of them, so it might be that I have to do them a little more often. And then at the top I'll stick them something like that to keep them curved at the top as well. Just wanted to show you how I was doing these bits. So it's literally just taking a little semicircle of foam, putting some glue on it. I've already heated up the foam and started to curl it in, and then I will just stick them in like this, and it just keeps it there. It gives it a little bit of a wiggly shape, which I kind of want. So I'm hoping it will work okay with then sticking them together, because they will be slightly stuck together. So we'll see once it's all set up on the skirt. So now that I've made up all of my little skirty bits, all the bigger skirty bits, there are some little ones, I've also primed them. I'm now trying some flexi paint. Ooh! Just really to see the difference. It is technically cheaper for the bottle, but it costs for delivery. But it's not spray, so it should go a lot further. It was just a try, so I will let you know what I think of it once it's all done and I'm finished, and I can actually show you the difference between the different finishes on the rest of the armour versus the skirt bit. But, yeah, that's what I'm working on for now. I've now put a second coating on some of them. You can see the difference, I think quite clearly, between the first layer and the second layer. Starting to cover really nicely. Added a little bit of the silver into it, and And it's come up really nice and shiny. So pretty. There you go. Next thing to do is to attach the skirt bits onto the main sort of skirt, I guess. And I'm simply doing that by cutting out the shape, and I'll be sticking it on. Ooh. There you go. So that's it stuck into place. Obviously I've got to wait for it to dry a second, but it gives you an idea. And then I'll be doing the same, so cutting the rough shape at the top so that it will stick into place, and just aligning it. Then I'll have to see how it sits on me, whether I need to do something to attach them to each other. But yeah, it's starting to look pretty good. So I've glued them all on now, and I've tied them on with the nude leggings that I'm going to be wearing. I say nude, they're not really the right colour, but they're supposed to look like legs underneath, and they kind of look like legs. Yeah, overall it's looking okay. I'm going to have to stick them to one another because they should look more like a unified thing than completely separate. So I'm probably just going to have to stick a little bit of glue just to attach them, or maybe just run a little bit of foam behind them and stick them all to that, so they're all a bit more close together, like that. To combat the spaces, I've just popped a little bit of glue in between the two bits and just sort of stuck them there. And then just stuck a little bit of just the 2mm EVA foam on the back. It's all covered in fur because my dog is molting, which sucks. But yeah, just means that it's not see-through. If you can see the black bits rather than being able to see through to my crotch or something. Yeah, so the same as everything, you make a pattern, cut it out on foam, stick it together. It's pretty simple. And so here it is. Obviously it's really long because it goes all the way around me. But yeah, that gives you an idea of sort of what it's looking like. I might have to trim these down a bit, so obviously I've started painting it. But I might actually have to trim them down because they're a little bit too long. And obviously I want it to be fairly accurate. Obviously I am painting this bit, but this bit should sit underneath the breastplate, so the breastplate comes down to sort of here. Also on the inside, she says trying not to break it, I have glued some foam. So that again is just to try and not make it completely see-through. Yeah, I hope that was helpful. Trying to think what else. So now that this is finished, that's all the pieces of my costume. So I've shown you the breastplate, the pauldrons, the leg armour and boot armour, and the braces, and then obviously this. So the next thing to do is to get it all on together and make sure that it all straps up correctly, because I know like the pauldrons currently don't sit perfectly. One sort of sits there quite happily and the other one's a bit like, what? So yeah, there we go. I feel like I haven't chatted a lot, but I don't have a lot to chat about, and I really want to get on with this because I really want it to get done for Cos Expo, which is on the 24th of March. So if you are there and you do watch these, please come and say hi to me and let me know, because that would be amazing. As I've talked before about being a YouTuber and everything, so yeah, if somebody came up to me and goes like, I watched your YouTube videos, I'd be like, oh my god, I'm famous. Yeah, so I feel like I am getting there, but I also feel like I've just got so much more to do. But it is a lovely sunny day, so I am hoping to get not all of the painting finished, but a lot more of the painting done, and just do layers and layers. And hopefully next week I'll have something to show you which resembles a costume. Yeah, if you have any questions, any queries, drop them down in the comments section, or just say you're doing okay, you've got enough time. Obviously, if you like it, give me a like, give me a subscribe. You can follow me over on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter with the name Just Jen Cosplay. I will link them in my comments, in the description anyway. That's it. That's all for this week. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.